Are you like millions of other users who spend countless hours on TikTok and always wonder how the algorithm seems to know exactly what you want to see? The algorithm's been questioned many times before, but this time, an author from the New York Times took a stab at it, and our own Tiernan Ray is here to break down the latest algorithm theory. Tiernan, explain this to us.
Beth, as you say, the algorithm for TikTok has been explored in many venues. And supposedly, the New York Times' Ben Smith, who writes a media column, The Media Equation, got a hold of an internal document leaked to him by a concerned TikTok staffer who was worried about the influence of the social media platform on behavior, mentalities. It seems like maybe the point was missed by Ben Smith because the article focuses on the notion that TikTok reads your mind. The author was saying it seemed to really know that I like Turkish food and things like that. However, there's a lot of research that's shown that, in fact, what is being presented to you is usually the most popular out of whatever people happen to have uploaded. And since the categories are general enough, the research would suggest you sort of self select into buckets of interest. So you might have an interest in Turkish food, you might have an interest in dance videos, you might have an interest in adorable kittens, and you probably end up picking something that the group has generally said, yeah, this is popular already.
So, this is suggesting that it doesn't matter how often a video is liked or played or shared, it just comes down to the topics or interests that I've previously watched.
What we know is that this algorithm seems to be seeing how likely are you to like or comment or play for a period of time. This is a sort of what seems like a fairly standard recommendations algorithm. What we was missing from this equation is how is all of this data actually used by TikTok to decide what you should see? Because there could be ways to get you interested in new stuff. There could be ways to get you to participate in the same things that are already being shown. And so the research that has been put out there already about TikTok says that mostly, no matter what you like, what is already being liked by other TikTok users is what gets played. And so you can say, well, that shows a commonality of opinion about things, or you could say, no, actually, what ends up being chosen for you is stuff that other people have approved of. And so you may experience mild feelings, mild sensations of enjoying this video, but it's also the case that you may simply be going along with one of, say, 1,000 different possible things you could see that is closest to what you would ordinarily approve of. So basically, there's a lot of ways in which the system is making choices, and it's not entirely clear that this particular example from this document has pointed out the ultimate judgment engine of TikTok.
The algorithm is always interesting to think about. You wrote a piece on this. It's titled TikTok Doesn't Read Your Mind, It Makes You Mind. So I need to ask you, Tiernan, do you feel like TikTok has read your mind previously? Is your For You page straight from your brain?
Beth, I think if you opt into a system and it gives you a bunch of choices, it's pretty easy quickly to figure out which are the worst ones, which are the best ones, and maybe something in between. If I give you a choice of, you could watch videos of cats and dogs who are friends, you could watch videos of how to make sushi, or you could watch videos of facial plastic surgery gone horribly wrong. I have a feeling that you would be able to pick pretty easily one, two, and three. And so, probably if you're in a system of millions of videos on TikTok, amongst those, a lot of them cluster into things that might be one for you. They might be closer to something you like. Let's say you like videos of cats and dogs who are friends. Some of them might cluster into things you're lukewarm about, like make sushi. You might like food in general, but you're not really into sushi or into cooking. And then there might be things like three who, aside from some people, you might not be crazy about, like facial plastic surgery gone horribly wrong. So it seems the system can pretty easily sort you into a person who would like one, two, or three videos. And probably that's happening on a large scale. And what that means is you are expressing a preference for what's been presented to you, which is not really mind reading. It's simply sorting you into a bucket. And so it seems much more likely, that seems more practical, that rather than reading your mind, your responses to a bunch of videos, even a few over a short span of time, pretty quickly sort out, are you the person who loves facial plastic surgery gone wrong videos, or are you the person who really loves cats and dogs being friends, or are you the person maybe who likes video about how to cook certain kinds of cuisine? So I think it's probably more likely that that sorting mechanism is responding to what clues you're giving it rather than that it's actually reading your mind.
I think it's almost relieving that TikTok isn't reading my mind. But it's also interesting to think about how many other individuals are out there who have very similar interests to me. So, because I like cats and dogs, I'm going to like this topic. And because I like both of those topics, I'll most likely like this topic. There are millions of users. The data sets behind the AI just have to be absolutely intriguing.
And also think about how many things are close together. Kittens that are friends with babies is probably close in some kind of space of interests and subjects to cats and dogs who are friends with one another, and
Mhm.
probably further away, but not entirely further away from, badgers that save humans in challenging situations. So these things, the magic may be, amongst all the millions of videos, a lot of stuff clusters, and you may not be especially discerning when you say I really like videos of cats and dogs that are friends. But if you show me a kitten that likes to play with a newborn, I'm not going to sort of be aghast. It's somewhere in my mind, yeah, this is connecting with what is related.
All right, Tiernan, it's always interesting understanding or trying to understand why social media makes you think the way that you do. For Tiernan's full article, you can reach that right down below. We've got a link, make it super easy for you. As always, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to stick with ZDNet.